Hey everyone. Okay, so this chapter brings a conclusion to everything with Wutang and the Triad, and honestly, the conclusion of this mini arc was weird in the sense where I did fully expect the Triad to go rogue and turn against Wutang and all that, and that was the part of the chapter that did feel like the natural path for basically all this to go. Like, so in that regard, I wasn't shocked that the story went this route. And it's not like it felt like it came out of nowhere. But in saying that, the chapter has this very weird problem where by having the Triad going turncoat on Wu-Tang in the entire back half of the chapter, it also feels like Suzuki kind of didn't leave enough room in order to make Wu-Tang's like turnaround believable. And what I mean by turnaround is just his transition from being all about force from all about being forcing basically Lou to come back with him to now saying, okay, he's pretty okay. Taro and Shin can protect Lou. Like it's that transitionary thing, but between those two mindsets where I'm like, okay, I think this needed where it needed just a little bit more room to breathe. I get the idea of forcing someone into a life or death situation for them to see the error of their ways, but even by that standard, it feels Wu-Tang's like turnaround needed a little more time to breathe, at least in the confines of the chapter itself. Now, in saying that, I do really like how creative Suzuki got with the actual card game itself, where in order to counter Shin's clairvoyance, Wu-Tang basically floods his mind with information that's useless to Shin in order that's useless to Shin and kind of blocks him out, or even Taro using his speed to play tricks with the card. Like, it's a nice way of integrating their skills in the chapter and see just from who's just whose ability can outpace the other. Is it going to be Shin and Taro, or is it going to be Wu Tang's like impressive intellect that outdoes them both? Like it's a nice way of integrating their skills into the chapter, and it's just another fun like way. I love how Suzuki incorporates their skills as assassins and hitmen into these like average everyday like scenarios. Um, I also like how this chapter didn't beat around the bush or play Wu Tang up as some kind of dumbass or even as some kind of dumbass or even so like or like a love smitten fool by Lou's or a love smitten fool who's basically easily tricked by Lou's charms that he intentionally picks the wrong card. No, the chapter does kind of. I like how the chapter does kind of show that he does generally stick to his guns and his convictions. So in him picking the card that's considered in him choosing like choosing Lou, like knowing perfectly well she was the old maid in the situation. So I like how they didn't go the complete Sanji route and actually show Wu Tang sticking to his guns and his conviction, and that however much I disagreed with what Wu Tang was doing, I can still say I respect him for not treating Lou with kid gloves. Like that's something I really loved about this chapter. In saying that, I do still appreciate him conceding in the end that yes, Lou is happy with the life she has now, even if it's not the life he would have chosen for her. Now, in saying all that, like the thing about this chapter is it's pretty straightforward. That there's not really a whole lot to really talk about outside of what I just mentioned. Um, but I do need to be actually a bit transparent about something. After reading the chapter, I immediately like sideswiped over to the next. Like I read these chapters on the Shonen Jump app, and I sideswiped over to the next chapter, and I got greeted by a surprise on the first page that I'll give more detailed thoughts on in the next chapter review. But needless to say, it made me go, oh fuck no! I'm really like he's gonna be a series regular. Like yeah, I'll get more into it, but as a preview, it's something I should have prepared for. But it'll take. Let's just say if this guy's gonna if he's gonna pop up more and more in the series, having him around is definitely probably going to take an adjustment period for me, even if he's finally accepted the things they are. And yeah, even if it's just as a supporting role, I'm like, no, oh, all right, okay. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Blue Sky, Analyst, Crunchyroll, push the notification bell, the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, everyone.